Hello everybody, this is Joe being videos on Jimmy Master Animatronics, and what I have for a video, this is going to be a review and a repair, hopefully, of the 2011 Demonica. This is the version that was made a year after the very faulty 2010 Demonica, which stopped working after she was fully working in that review, because her motor started dying, and then she was doing exactly what she was doing before, where she wouldn't want to rise or anything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to swap out the motors, because this one has resistors on it, and if it doesn't work, well, 2010 is a lost cause. Anyways, again, this is the 2011. Nothing really moves on it right now besides the head tilting. The belt is bad in the head. It's been bad since 2011. I actually returned this one at one point because it was starting to stop, and then I got that one that was that had a full head of hair. It looked really cool. This is the one that's been half bald on one side. But I wanted both of them because they looked so different. So I ended up buying it back. And the other one is actually the one that's no longer with me. This one's lasted me longer. The other one, all the motors died. Well, the other one, it fried. It wouldn't go back down after a while. And then the motor and the head turning fried. But I mean, died. The motor died in the head turning. This one is the belt. The belt is snapped for the rising, but that's a very quick, easy repair. This one's head tilting still works. The eyes fried because they touch, but I'm going to try maybe wiring them to the circuit board and the base to light up when it rises. So it'll only light up when it rises, and not when it's not. So when it's not rising, when it's going down or whatever, it's not going to light, but it's better than it not lighting up at all. But like I said, this is the improved model of the 2010 Demonica. It's got the mechanism to lift the head instead of the cable on the back. It's programmed differently. Here's the mechanism. This one's white, the other one was black. Actually, there is a 2012 Demonica as well, which was improved from this one. See, the thing that wasn't very good on these ones is that, you see where the head turns? The cloth gets stuck in between where it turns, and that's what actually made the belt get bad on this one, because I used it a lot, and the cloth was stuck in the head when I had it. And this was in my storage unit earlier today, and that it was so hot that her face was actually squishy, and it remolded. See, like, it's not squishy anymore. But this head is anyways, yeah, it turns right underneath where the cloth is, so the cloth gets stuck in between where it turns and obstructs the turning. They changed that on the 2012 model. It turns above where the cloth is. So right here is where the 2012 one turns. The cloth doesn't turn with it. It's different. The 2012 is an improved version of the 2011. I think, isn't the 2012 one stapled too, Jaden? The head?
Yeah, it's a lot more stable.
Yeah, this one I don't even think is stapled. I think it's glued on. Yeah, this one has no staples in it, I don't think.
The head on mine was stapled in.
So somehow I'm gonna have, that's the thing, I never tried repairing this head because I was always afraid. I'm gonna have to pry the head off somehow, but I don't know if something on the inside is holding it on. That's what I'm afraid of. I'll try it, but I'm gonna do that part off of camera because I don't trust myself with that. So for now, this is what this one does, which is pretty much nothing. So yeah, anyways, I will start repairing it. I'm not going to show every single thing that I do on this one, because like I said, I need to focus on this. First I'm going to swap the motors from the two and see if the 2010 one works, because this one will work with a weaker motor. The thing is, remember, the other one relies on relay switches and shit. It has to rise for the head to move. The relay switch has to, this one, the relay switch does not have to work for it to work. The head will turn no matter what. on this one. As a matter of fact, I think the relay switch doesn't even work on this one, so yeah. Anyways, I think her hair is discolored a bit, because when I first got it, it was kind of, it had like black and white streaks in it, but it's not as dark as it once was, of course. This one's also not as purple as some of them are. Some of them are really purple, like my other one was extremely purple. This one's not as purple. It's probably discolored too from the heat, but yeah. Yeah, I think this one discolored quite a bit. Anyways, yeah, I'll update you guys later. Oh yeah, another difference with the 2012 version that I forgot to point out is that you see how this motor, the 2012 one has a cap over it, so these wires don't pull off. This one doesn't. This one's just how you see it. So there's quite a few differences on the 2012 one. The head turns faster on the 2012 one as well. The 2011 one's heads turned really slow. But anyways, yeah, I just forgot to point that out. I think this motor with these resistors is actually going to work on this 2010 one. The weird thing is that these Demonicas, they have a metal shaft on them, which is interesting. I think this is the one that was from the 2010 Demonica. It only has one resistor on it. This one has 3, so this one's probably what it needs. Well, we'll test it out in a second though. Just got to solder the wires. Okay, let's see if it works. It's slow, but the 2011 Demonica's motor is pretty slow in general. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah. Look at how slow that is. Yeah, I don't think, it's probably not going to work. It's already malfunctioning. I think this Demonica is just a lost cause, guys. I mean, there's one more motor I can try in it, and it's this one. But if that doesn't work, then it's a lost cause. There's nothing that can be done, because I've tried literally everything. I've added resistors to other motors. I've tried good motors. I've redid the wiring a little. It has a good relay switch. Everything has been done, so. Let's see. Yeah, the 2011 motor is not as powerful. And like I said, everything has to work 100% on this. The motor has to be 100% fresh. The relay switch has to work correctly. It has to rise all the way up. Everything has to work perfectly. That one, it doesn't really matter. That's why this is so faulty. We'll get back to this later. I want to finish the 2011. Okay, so I put a new belt in there and I swapped. I mean, this is the motor from that one, I believe, and it is actually pretty weak. Like, it's even weaker than that, but that one's not working with this one's motor very well at all. That one's actually slower. But this, like I said, this one's motor was meant to be slow, because this one wasn't meant to rise fast like the old one. Plus the batteries might be a little low. I don't know. So yeah, now on to the head. Hopefully I can fix that. Okay, so see, I'm in here trying to pry the head off, and it looks like it is just glued on. It looks like it will come off. I just have to spend a little bit. I just hope there's nothing this head is attached to that will break me trying to pry this. For me, I'm hoping there's nothing that's gonna break as I'm trying to pry this off, because I don't know if it's attached to anything important. I hope not. The other one is just stapled on, so I assume this one's just glued on. But I guess we'll see. This side is already kind of lifted up. This one's head has been kind of lopsided. This one's head was, I don't think, very positioned very well either. It kind of looked to one side further than the other side, and I think that's why it wasn't positioned 100% correctly. But we'll see if I can get that off. There we go. Now we're starting to get it apart. See, it's coming apart here, and then I'm following the line so it opens up more. Oh yeah, that's gonna work really well. Yeah, that's gonna come right off now. Just the back. I might have to make her head lower now. I don't know. This cloth on the back here is in the way. You get the point. It'll be off soon. Okay, well, I got her head off. Oh, wow, and there was a staple in there. But it appears that... Oh, I see here. Now we got to take those screws out of there and then take that motor out and replace the belt. Or does it go... Oh, I think it goes underneath there. I swear to God, this whole time I probably didn't even have to remove the head. We'll see here. Either way, it doesn't matter. It needs to be repositioned anyways. It's on footpad mode. I just need the head to lift up. That's why I'm turning it on here. Okay. Does this actually... See, there's no way to open it like this, I don't think. Yeah, see, it's right there. The belt is literally right there. That's where I have to get to. And of course, they made it almost extremely impossible. Look at how that belt is slipping, though. You can see that it's not... Yeah, you can see it's barely grabbing on. Look at that. Look at how loose that is. So, how am I going to get that off? There's got to be screws up here. Oh, I bet it's those screws right there that allow us to get down there. I was correct. Taking those 3 screws out does allow us to get to the belt. Yeah, that is one bad belt, man. I mean, look at that. Look at how that doesn't even grab on. Oh my God. And like I said, that thing has been going bad since 2011. So the fact that it lasted the long time that it did with that belt being bad was, yeah. Where the hell did my other belts go? Fuck. Here we go. Now I'm gonna have to go to Ace Hardware and get more belts again, because I think this might be my last one already. I don't know how. I don't think I used them all, but whatever. When you're desperate for a belt. Fuck. Use my fucking wire strippers to cut it. Okay. I wonder if... Yeah, look at how bad that and stretchy that is. We'll see if that works. Yeah, I don't know if this one's too tight or not. Nah, this one should work just perfect. This seems to be about the perfect size for the head, actually. Now let's see what... let's see. Oh yeah, that's gonna turn perfectly, man. Yeah, that's gonna turn perfect. Oh. Okay, I'll pause for this part until the head's back on. So yeah, there was 3 staples in her head actually, but her head is not glued on or anything. It's just a test. I will glue it on. The belt is so tight that I can't even really force the head to turn with my hand now. But when I test it, it looks like it's gonna turn really fast. Oh yeah, that's perfect though. Oh, god damn it, her head. Okay, should be in the middle. I mean, look at that though. It turns great though. Just I'll hold the head though so it doesn't fall off this time. It might not even fall on, it might be on. It's on foot pad again. And yeah, I probably will be able to fix her eyes too. That's about as fast as the 2011 one's heads turn. They don't get much faster than that. See, the relay switch doesn't work on it. See how it struggles to turn the head? That's because the motor is still running. I do need to find new cloth for her neck though. But the head does work, as you can see. I still do want to get another Demonica with like a bunch of hair that looks just like my other one. Man, if I mean, Lucas has the body, it's just rising mechanism I don't think is around anymore. The base may be around, but like I said, if that one was fried, it wouldn't go down. So I don't know. Try it. We'll do it one more time here. See, See, this one, this side, the hair is so short and it's just like messed up. There's definitely an error with her hair, though. You can see how this side has hardly anything, but this one has just like a full thing of hair. That's why it looks so weird. This side, her hair isn't even long on this side. Like, this hair they use on these things is very strange sometimes. Anyways, yeah. Update you guys a little bit later. I'll try to work on the lights. But like I said, it'll only work when she rises if I can get that to even work at all. Because I have to solder it to the rising part on the board, not the actual motor itself, because then it won't even rise at all, because it takes too much power to solder a bunch of wires to the motors, so yeah. Okay, so I'm inside Demonica's base, and it appears that these right here are the LEDs, the original LEDs, and these appear to be the motor, this other blue and green wire. Because the blue and green wire for the LEDs are coming from this harness, which leads to the eyes. Because this, actually, never mind. It's the other way. It's these ones are the LEDs, I think. Oh, I almost did the wrong ones. I think these ones here are the LEDs. See, it's hard because they're both blue and green, so it's kind of got to be careful. Okay, glad I got that sort of figured out. So I gotta move these wires over here. Like I said, the eyes will only light up if they're not completely burnt out when it rises up, and that's it. There's no other way I can make them light up longer. So, yeah. I mean, I could make them light up to the sound of the speaker. That'd be kind of cool. That'd probably, I don't know. We can try that if the motor ones don't work too well. Just gotta be careful not to bust other wires off on here, because I better make sure there's no other blue and green here before I do this. And make sure that they're going to the same place. Oh. Well, we're just gonna give it a shot. Oops. I need my soldering iron holder down here. Okay. Okay, I'll have to pause it. So just a little update, guys. Those wires that I originally did were not the light wires. Those were the switch. I almost fried this thing. I had it wired up to the motor part. See, like, it wasn't working at all when I turned it on, and when I turned on footpad, it just kept trying to reset. So I was scared for a second there. But yeah, the light wires are right here on the side. So yeah, I'm gonna try that now. It works, guys, with the rising. Look at that. Like I said, it only does it when it rises up. That's it. I could connect them to the speaker, but then they would flash to the voice, which would be kind of cool, but I don't know how well that would work. I don't know. You can try it later, but I just want to see how this works for now. Well, guys, she is now finished and fully working. Okay, so her eyes light up only when she rises, so when she's not rising up anymore, her eyes do not light up. I did try connecting the lights in the eyes to the speaker. I wasted 3 hours of my life trying to do that, because I think the reason it didn't work is because I already have it connected to the rising part, and I guess you can't really have them connected to two things at once. I don't know, it just didn't work. Either way, I wasted 3 hours of my life. Because after that, a bunch of wires kept pulling off the board. I almost fried this damn thing. Like, the solder joint on the board where the wires for the speaker goes was burnt, but luckily there was another solder joint above that one that still worked. But yeah, the head turning wire came off the board, the wire started coming off the switch. It was a nightmare. But she's working as good as she's gonna work, and I'm fine with her the way she is now. The only like I said, I am still looking for one that has, you know, a lot more hair like my other one did. And of course, the only thing that isn't perfect on her is the neck area, but it's been like that for years. And the reason that I ripped it off, I ripped it is because it used to get, like I said, it used to get stuck in between where it turned. It would obstruct it from moving, and the belt, because the belt was always bad anyways on this. But yeah, everything's finished. It works. I think my 2010 one, I've tried putting multiple motors in it. It's not working at all. It's like not even moving at all. It's not, like, it's very slow. I almost wonder if when I put that motor Radio Shack motor in there, if I don't want to say it's fried, but I feel like it killed it or something, because it was really powerful and now it's not working at all. It's just not moving, so that thing's just not working. I'm just gonna have to get a new 2010 Demonica. That thing's just never ever gonna work. But yeah, like you said, here's the 2011 Demonica. It's programmed a bit different than the 2010. It's programmed better. I mean, it lasts longer, but see, it's all white. And remember, this whole thing comes pre-assembled, and it's actually missing the support pole on this side for it. It has the other side, but that one's been missing for a long time. These the arms are posable, but these are supposed to go in the base to hold it up. This one's missing, and that one, remember, you have to assemble. And remember, this one snaps to lock into place. That one twists to lock into place. The head and shoulder assembly. Anyways, I've mentioned pretty much everything. Now I'll show it in action. It does get a little stuck sometimes. The head is hot glued back on. I know the light's dim when the head is going up, because that's because both motors are running at once. head is hot glued on. See? It's not coming off. So yeah, her head is actually glued down a little far because it looks down way further than what it used to. It used to not look down that far. I will show it again and then I'll show it in the dark. And then remember, this one also has the timer. It goes every minute and a half by itself. The 2011 Demonicas are almost always low pitch. I hope you guys enjoyed this restoration and video of this. It's a shame I couldn't get the other one working. I'll try a little bit later, but not anymore tonight. It's late as hell. But that one's probably just never gonna work again. That 2010 one. You saw it the one time where it worked the best, and it didn't work very long either. Okay, I'll do it in the dark. So yeah, again, I hope you guys really enjoyed this restoration. It's been years since this thing has even worked like this, so it's cool that she does work again. She's, I guess you can say 98% working if the eyes stayed lit, but yeah. I know she moves quite a bit slow, but that's how these 2011 ones were. These 2011 ones really did not move much faster than this. This is almost as fast as they get. I mean, the ones that move their head slightly faster are the 2012 ones. So, because remember, they changed the turning piece, so that's probably why the other ones move faster. Like I said, this one's not as dark as most of them either. This one's a lot lighter. The other one I had that had a whole bunch of hair was a lot darker. I still have that video. Type in Jobian Videos 2 Demonicas. There's a side-by-side comparison, and you can tell how much more purple the other one is. But I can tell this one's also, again, I can tell it's faded. I think earlier today, I told you it was so hot in the storage unit that the face was squishy. I think it reformed because the face looks a little different now than what it used to. A little bit, not much, just a little. But yeah. See there. Again, this hair is just weird on this thing. There's just missing hair. This is how it always was, though. And that was the timer that went off. You know, the thing about the 2011 ones is the levers are made better. Because I noticed a lot of the 2012 ones, they click when the heads go up and down, and they break really fast. This one and my other one, that was the only things that never broke on these two, were the levers. Yeah, again, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.